Like we have pick from plane that shows the horizon drop with the correct degree drop and so on. It counter a lot of observation. I am not. You know that. You already know that. Everybody here. But it does not match what we observe in reality. And on this simulation, I don't take in account the atmospheric vision we have, the spheric vision we have, and I don't take in account the atmospheric opacity that we can have. So it's only full Euclidean geometric representation of the globe when we are on a plane. Okay, it's clear?
Yes.
There is every data, but on this one, yeah, exactly. It's 30k feet for. In fact, the vast majority of commercial plane, don't go higher than 13 kilometers, like 40 feet, 40k feet. Something like that. Maximum.
Yeah, like 40,000 feet.
So it's a good entry point because, like I said, the Globe yesterday said, we see the horizon drop, and I was like, but you should see the fact that the Earth is not flat, because he agree on the fact we see the ground flat as fuck, but we have a limit of vision, and on this type of picture we can see. I will add some light, some depth sensation, thus we can see the fact there is I don't know a good word in English to call that, but when you see the horizon drop, you should see the geometry of the ball, like everything is going to compress, but in an exponential manner,
Yeah, there should be more curvature than there is at altitude.
I don't know how to explain this correctly, but it's like we see the horizon drop, but we never see the curved shape over us, which is a nonsense total. Like the eye is capable to see one type of geometric curve, but not the other,
Yeah.
It's not clear. I'm sorry about that. I need to find a better way.
No, we're saying. No, we get it.
No, we got you.
I assume you have multiple simulations then, from the way this one is only one flight on one. This is like one speck of the data that you represented in the picture.
Can you repeat? I misunderstood some word. I'm sorry.
I assume you have other simulations of all the other data, or did you just do this for like a small data set?
Oh, it's actually it will just get my 2 million file pass, and it just pass every plane like that. So every data is a true data.
Yeah, he's got like saved. He saved like 2 million.
I will show you the directory just for fun. It's a representation of the plane on a globe, but it's not. It's a flight simulation. You cannot take control. You just put the flight path on the software, and it will represent what should happen on a globe. You have some control, like I can tilt the camera, I have the horizontal tilt right in the left, so I can put my higher sight at the physical horizontal level and see that it's approximately 3 degree drop at 10,000 kilometers. I have some other control, but not too much useful. The better is the height control. I can go to 30k kilometers, 40k kilometers, sorry, and it will show that the drop is huge, really huge at this height. Like nothing to do with Philips von Garvener jump and so on. It has nothing to do. Like your eye when you see that, and I want to add. It's complicated to add light on a huge 3D representation because the graphic card is in PLA how to tell? It's a huge distance represented in 3D, so it's not something that we normally do in 3D representation. I don't know if you are familiar with that, but every simulation work in local manner. But here I have literal 6,000 kilometers radius Earth. So when I add light, my computer is breaking down. So I will find a way to add light, maybe more local light, in order to give this depth impression. And the A is, I don't know how to tell, but I am looking at this picture from days and months now, and there is something odd with this curved effect, this 3D curve effect that we don't see at all in real life, So, and what I can tell is I want to do something with this software is as long as it can take true fly paths. I want somebody in the flat earth community, when he takes the plane, it just gives me the registration number, and I download the fly path, and we can do some comparison video with my simulation on his time lapse fly path.
That has potential, yeah.
And, yeah, the thing that was really damning that he said earlier that we didn't get I didn't get the first time was that you tracked the speed of these southern flights to be over 1,000 kilometers. What was it?
I will show you the pic. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I don't. I will do this famous filtering on every flight path, because, like I said, application data. Yeah.
Dude, this would make Ruhif like queef.
Oh yeah,
queef.
Like,
that's so appropriate.
I don't. Can you repeat? I misunderstood.
I don't think that translated well. It's okay.
It would make us a little.
There's a guy that is always arguing long distance measurements with a theodolite. That's something you could actually comment on.
Went through all the 16 emergency landings flight paths and put them on.
Yeah, I can do the true, and again, if there is more flight paths with emergency landing, if I have for now I am banned from Flight Radar 24, but my goal was to create a full database IH-24 connected to flight radar, and then when there is an emergency landing, up, I get the flight pass, I put it on the IE map, and I see,
Nice. Nice.
like no Glober can tell, oh, you just rewrite the flight pass by hand on MS Paint and so on. No. I take the latitude, longitude of the flight pass from Flight Radar 24 and I put it on the map. Shut up. So,
GG, bro.
here is every flight pass I get, so you can see there is it's only a matter of paint. There is no other data than GPS dot and speed and altitude and azimuth to be short. So here is it. This is one of the screenshots I have made. I have 3 screenshots for now, where I have seen this type of flight on my software, and I was comparing like the kilometers given by flight radar and the actual speed. Here we can see 1,000 kilometers is the speed given by Flight Radar 24, and 1,220 kilometers is the computed speed I have done by the GPS dot. Okay, there is the same problem with this one. And as we can see, the other thing that is odd is only 787 minus 9 Dreamliner do this flight. Every fucking plane is this type of plane, and there is only 4, only 6. I got only 4, but tac. As we can see, there is this one, the QFA 27, the LEN 800 that we retrieved here, and I shut up this, and the TFA 28. So, sorry. So yes, useful information data, and as we can see, we lost them at some point, but you already know that, I guess. So
So basically, like you're showing that the recorded pings from the GPS are showing that the plane's going a lot faster than they report that it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We can see the differential speed between Flight Radar 24 and the computed here.
Wow.
Right.
Again.
No shit. Yeah. What the fuck?
Again here. And again here. And as we see,
oh my god, bro! Whoa!
It's
sorry. These are sudden flight paths.
Listen, because it's pretty interesting here. It's the same day. Same day. Okay, it's the same day, and this one was going. Let me get straight. West to east, and this one was going east to west. Look at the differential speed. Like maybe a jet stream? I don't know.
Yeah. Let me hold on. Let me show you this real quick and see where that lines up. Where's that
at? Let me 2 seconds. Yeah.
How many hectopascals is 40,000 feet?
Sorry?
Well, 1519 kilometers per hour. Is that what it was? Or was it 1319? It's like 940 miles per hour, which is insane.
Yeah, you need to do the. I don't have done the automated translation. So yeah, I will write it in the chat just to be if you want check flight radar 24, and then you go you find one of those long flight paths, south flight paths. Just check if it's one of them. So LAN 800, LAN 801, LQF. No, it's QFA. Only QFA. QFA.
I didn't hear any of this.
QFA 28. This is the major planes that do south flight. So, here we are. I don't know if you have other question or if I miss something. New perspective. If you have
you what you wrote here is LAN 8000, LAN 801. What's that? Those are the different flight. What can you translate that?
Sorry. Tac. Yeah.
Oh, 800.
I wrote the name of the plane, like the registration of the plane that do the flight path. And
what's the discrepancy now? You're saying so the flight data reported that they were going how many kilometers an hour compared to what you found out?
Can you read on the screen now?
No, it's pretty small to read. I can't read it.
I can understand.
We just need to get good at just saying, hey, shut up.
We're talking the difference of how many kilometers?
Yeah, so 300 kilometers difference, and
everybody got sick and had to go
for
through
this
a
one too.
Yeah.
But like you see, what is interesting is that this one was east to west, and it was 300 kilometers. Was west to east, and it was 300 kilometers more than the flight radar speed.
Yeah, the distance is too long for them to excuse it as.
Exactly. Yeah. It's another rabbit hole, this one. So, yeah. With the plane, a plane actually get the speed with the wind. There is some captor, some sensor that just read the current speed wind. And you can only get the differential speed between wind and the plane. But if you get your computation via GPS, you will have the true speed.
Yeah, buddy, dude, that's what I was about to ask you, bro. Yep, exactly. Thank you.
So maybe there's how to tell. In fact, I will speak for myself. I am a scientific man, so one way to present the data in a how to say in a scientific way is to let be able to everybody to double check what I have done. So the first thing is to create like open source software that can. The first thing, like you said, is to share the data. Once you share the data, everybody can do computation on it, so there is no problem with it. But once that is done, you can do open source or not software. We don't care, because the importance is the data.
So the goal would be to take the calculations of plus or minus 300 and then map out the correct distances. That way we could get like a real map kind of thing.
It's I already have worked on the subject. In fact, I will try to find some example.
Or like a rough draft.
This one. It's like it's just an example. In fact, I have an anchor line on the AE map. I reproduce this anchor line on a XY map that is every distance is on scale, like you can see with the scale line on the screen. And in fact, I was like using every line that crosses the anchor line. I got it by just respecting speed and azimuth. And as I was trying to create a map like that, I try to find, and little by little, as you can see, I will connect every fly path between them in order to create a map. And one I try to find the one I created. This is what I go out with, but in fact we have a huge problem with these things. Is that over water we have a lot of discrepancy in GPS ping. Like it's fucking noisy as fuck, and there is like a lot of plane lost in the over the water. Like
is that over in AE projection, or is that just
no? It's the XY representation taken from the AE representation, but replotted like you said, just respecting distances.
Right.
So I started from this line, okay, and it has built everything around, and we can see that there is a connection problem. The more we go at long distance from the origin point, the more there is some connection problem. This plane here should be like landing air or something like that. So it's a more accurate distance representation, but we don't know if over water, how to say, I don't know if the ping I have over water is the true distance. It can be faked. Like I measure the differential speed, but it may be because the GPS ping is not done at the true distance of the plane. I don't know if I am clear. It can be like if on this part of water, or even on this part of water, even on this one where I have a lot of loss of plane on this part of water. It can be something like there is some GPS dot that are coming from not the true position of plane. Thus, it will failed I will have not the correct computation speed, because maybe GPS is fooling me with this data on this part of the globe.
Well, it could also be. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, why would it be doing that again? Explain.
You want me I read it? Sorry.
Yeah, why would it be giving a different reading though? Right, because the measurements from it should be accurate.
To hide the distance difference between the globe and the flat. You know? So they can't, as I said yesterday for me, I have a really precious GPS dot over land masses. Okay, but as soon as we are over the water, it's shit. So I cannot trust the distance given by the GPS dot over water. It's a huge problem to replot in order to replot the plane in a XY map, if I can tell. Because of that, because I am not sure about the distance between between two GPS ping over water. As you can see here, we have a pattern that how the fuck this pattern is possible? I mean,
what I was thinking is that they They could absolutely cook the GPS and model it in those areas
Exactly.
to spit out
Exactly.
a different result.
Exactly.
Based on
it's
the
like
input.
you have the true model of Earth, and you want to fool people like you need to fool distances and so on. You can use the water to do that without any problem. You cannot do that over land, and this is what I observe. Like every pass on land is like natural pass. I don't know if you like it's yeah, there is multiple plans that take the same flight path, but they divert. It's randomization things. You know, it's a statistical repartition. So it match what I accept to see with flight path. You know, but over water. Nothing like that. It's like the GPS is snapping on some preferred position, you know.
Mm-hmm. Cooking the data is what they're doing.
Yeah, and there is some flight path air that is really interesting because if I plot the true flight path, it will go straight like that, then turn a little here, and straight like that, and turn here and straight. It's like it's anything but the grid circle on the globe.
Yeah.
So, and there is some flight path over the North Pole, but I have some failed. This one, I guess this one is just failed, but I need to double check this part of the globe. I have a huge loss of plane here on this area. On this, the North Pole is here. And there is some planes I go over. I need to check this plane. I have a problem because Flight Radar 24 is not able to give me data on this part of the map. But I want that to be clear for everybody. This one can only be due to the way they have done the databases. Some databases are not able to correctly dispatch data on this area.
Yeah.
Because its latitude longitude representation is azimuthal representation, so there is complicated things for programmers when you are dealing with trigonometry data and you are putting it in things that work like proportional data. I don't know if I am clear about this subject, but you know, it's not everything is done to hide something. At some moment, it's just the difficulty to program things that can show you this thing. I don't know if I am clear.
No,
Not
yeah,
everything is due
yeah.
to hiding voluntary things. It's just sad because it's it's cool for the globe proponent. We cannot have data on this part of the globe, but it may do just because of difficulty of programming difficulty. Is what I mean.
Yeah, if they wanted to solve that problem, they'd solve it. They don't on purpose. They don't want any data out on the North Pole, I don't think.
It's like
Yeah,
having a camera on the moon. They just don't
Yeah,
want it.
like if you Google like shipping routes and you Google, I think it's called the Eastern Passage or the Western Passage or whatever. It's like right up through Greenland and all that. And on the Wikipedia, they show you this like image, you know, satellite, quote unquote, satellite overhead imagery of it. And the fucking North Pole is literally blocked out.
Yeah,
It's
every
retarded.
fucking pic I have seen from the North Pole have a huge circle over the North Pole. CGI circle added over the North Pole.
Yep.
They blank out the Antarctica too. It's not just the North Pole.
Yeah. True. On Google Earth, you can see the circle over the Antarctica. Yeah.
There was actually a guy that came forward. I think he was on Globebusters, and he said that he was sent to Antarctica to map different locations, and he thought it was really strange how everything was just blanked out.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's things that let you go. It's odd.
Yep.
But yeah, and there is the grid pattern here that I changed. Just it pop up in my mind. So I share it. It's like you see the drawing pattern here, like a concentric circle. You know, this one can lead to think that every GPS ping are done by ground tower based, because when we see over the fronts, like I show you, it's go up here. You can see the grid here, here, and we can see the exact same things over the United
So
States.
those are all airports, right?
So
The red lines are airports, runways.
The red part is where I have a lot of GPS ping, and I have a lot of GPS ping over the airport. It's simple as I put a pixel, a blue pixel every time I have a GPS ping, and every time I go on this pixel, I colorate the more red. It was hard to explain, but I don't know if you have understand. It's a heat map.
Yeah, a heat map. Yep.
So here you see that the statistical repartition of the GPS ping is drawing this famous pattern. And this famous pattern, we can see that there is two concentric points that draw convergence line. I don't know if you can see it, but it go like up.
Yeah, it's curved.
Like that, and like that. You see it? And I don't know how to do some filtering to retrieve the exact point of the convergence line, but we can see it converge on this area, on this area, and it can totally be two reference tower for the GPS. Like, look here. The more we go at distance from the so-called possible tower, the more the pattern is expanding. I don't know if it is clear in your screen.
Because, it's a little blurry, but I downloaded the image, so I'm gonna have to. It's just a very large file, so it's taking me a minute.
You need a good computer to
Well, I have a good computer, but the GIF images they don't load very quickly. I gotta maybe I'm gonna convert it or something.
It's a PNG, not a GIF. But
sorry, yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's just a format. So we have some pattern here that is more not here. Yeah, here. More obvious pattern.
Now, where is that on? Can you zoom out real quick? That is okay. That would be New Zealand.
New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I think I have done a lot of explanation. I don't think I forget important data, but if you have a question. can go
I'm good. Anyone else have questions? I'm just excited.
Yeah, I'm excited, man, to see where it goes from here, because this is awesome that you were able to get all that raw data.
Yeah, it's part of my job. so I was like, okay, nobody have done that. People are struggling how to take the data, how to. Yeah, I have seen the work on the emergency landing and so on, and I was like, okay, I have a Flight Radar 24. It's a huge bunch of data. Go, just go, and let's see what it will show us.
Well, you know what I don't see? I don't see any plane flights that go around the southern hemisphere.
Yeah, so what you there is, but there is so little. I have so little dot on the south that how to tell. I need to do contrast things between localization where I have a lot of GPS ping data and localization where I have not. So it's not that there is none. It's just that the
There
pixel.
varies. There's like 2 or 3.
Yeah. It's you. I don't have ANS data. My software was like, no, there is just one, so I will not display it because of contrast things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I do the contrast to display it, it will be like burn here, only red here,
Right.
you know. So it's just a matter of cursor of of the power of color cursor. It's proportional things on the number of ping on the color of the pixel. So here I have like 100 and 100 ping, you know, and when it's blue like this pixel here, it's like 20, maybe 10 GPS ping. So where I have only on, it will not display. But
So cool.
I will. Yeah, look! I found.
Yeah, I found some too. Yeah, it's just the contrast is so.
Yeah. It's just
that's okay.
You
Though.
look at that. How there is just it's 2 week of fly pass. 2 week of fly pass. Look at the north. Look at the south. I mean, it's mind blowing.
And how you said so? How long was this data collected?
2 week. 2 week of data.
So in 2 weeks, this is how many flights are purported or claimed that have gone over these areas.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's see. I'm going to zoom in. So I see 2 paths right there. One that's so in 2 weeks, I see. I mean, I see maybe a dozen flights in the south.
Yeah. It's what I have seen too. So
that's nothing. That's nothing.
But on the global, there is flight every day on the south. Oh fuck, man.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe it's one flight a day that they fake.
Yeah,
just to keep it real, you know.
Yeah, on average, I have seen barely 2 flights a day, barely, and I am optimist.
What did I miss?
Well, we found out that they're lying about the speed of the planes in both directions by about 300 miles per hour.